Equidocs. Bionics. Accessible PDF conversion. Reach everyone.
Equidocs training. Tables. We will examine remediation of tables using Equidocs without remediating the entire document. To begin, draw and size the zone around your table, being sure to include all data contained within the cells. Be sure the zone type is set to table, and choose the Table Editor button. This will bring up your table in a new window with the editing features available. Equidocs will auto-detect your table cells and provide lines separating each cell. You will either have a single sensitivity slider for your table, or one for columns and one for rows. Adjust the slider or sliders until the table delimiters are as correct as possible. Table information, under the Table tab, can be edited, including the table name, caption, and summary. You can manually adjust the table cell delimiters. You can also move all column delimiters, or all row delimiters, by using the nudge buttons under the Cells tab. You can remove and add cell delimiters by selecting the cell you wish to change, and using the Merge and Split buttons. A preview will show your table, with the headings in bold, and the contents of each cell. If you wish, you can check your work from this preview using accessibility checkers. You can edit the number of row and column headers from the Table tab. For this table, we need only column headers, so the row header can be set to 0. Once more, the preview shows the column headers in bold, and now the rows, without headers, are in plain text. Text within table cells is derived from your PDF as the default. You also have the ability to OCR the text within each cell from the Cells tab, or the entire table from the Table tab. To OCR text within a cell, select the cell, and choose OCR from the Source drop-down box under the Cells tab, and select the Convert to Text button. Results will vary based on the quality of the text, and you can edit the results if necessary. You can also insert custom text by choosing Custom from the Source drop-down box. Any edits you make will be visible in the table preview. Now let's remediate a slightly more complex table. Create a zone around the table. You can set the zone type to table, or simply press the T key. Then choose Table Editor. Equidocs has set some of the table delimiters, but not all. Adjust the table sensitivity slider, or sliders, found under the Table tab, until you are satisfied that the delimiters are fairly close to correct. Manually adjust the delimiters, and add any that have been missed, using the Merge and Split buttons under the Cells tab. Now we see that some cells are spanning multiple rows and columns. In order to properly remediate these cells, they must be marked as spanned. Select one of the cells to be spanned, hold down the Shift key, and press the arrow keys to extend the selection until all the cells to be spanned are selected. Then choose Span Row or Column, as appropriate. You may need to adjust the number of header rows or columns. A preview will show your cells properly spanned. You can also see there is an error in the lower part of the table. This can occur if the table zone contains items not part of the table. To correct this, save your table and adjust the table zone from the document detail page. Let's review one more span table. Draw a zone around the table, being sure to include all the table contents, and no other elements. Select Table from the Zone Type drop-down box, or press T. Then choose Table Editor, and adjust the slider or sliders to set the table delimiters. Set any span cells by choosing a cell, pressing the Shift key, and the arrow buttons. Then choose the Span Row or Column button from the Cells tab. Set the correct number of row and column headers, and preview your results. Don't forget to save your table when you exit the table editor. For more information about using Equidocs, visit our website at www.equidocs.co or see the user guide.